Right, lads, we're at the Welsh Show, kind of. The Welsh Show is behind us.
That's right.
But we're on your farm.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
But it's not really a farm this week.
No.
It's a bit of a campsite, it's a bit of a fun fair, it's a bit wild, to be honest.
It's unique.
It was wild the other night when I was here, anyway.
Yeah, well, that was definitely, like, we done a Speedshare for the first time.
Yeah.
Made the DPJ Foundation. Didn't really know how it was going to go, but as you've seen for yourself, it was a very big success.
It was hectic. Tell us about what it was all about, what we were raising money for.
Oh, DPJ Foundation. So it's a foundation that...
Brought about by tragedy, basically.
Yeah, by tragedy.
Somebody lost a partner and through mental depression, I suppose, or mental health.
Yeah.
And was determined not to let that happen to other people in the farming community. So they do a tremendous job, but obviously they need every bit of penny they can get, innit? So if we could help out a little bit, you know, every quid they have is a quid they didn't have before.
Yeah, it's become a really big thing, and I know a lot of people personally has helped over the years, and there's more and more challenges in farming every day, isn't there? And a lot of farmers are on their own for so long, they don't see anyone, do they? Got nobody to talk to, it's very hard.
When Welsh Show isn't on, this is a normal functioning farm.
Yeah, we...
Sometimes, not always. We still run events the rest of the year. We run outside bar company.
And what about the camping and the caravans? Is that all year round or just for the show?
No, just a show, and then we've got next big event now is August Bank Holiday. We'll have about 2,000 bikers here.
No bull, just beer and bikes?
Yeah, so we do camping and tents, and mostly tents for that with bikes, but the odd motorhome and caravan. We use the sheds basically as like an event centre throughout the season.
Yeah.
There used to be a real big motorbike event on the Royal Welsh. It was huge, like 20,000 people years ago, and was it 2013?
Yeah, something went wrong with it.
The organisers?
And there was people who would go into it and said, oh, could we just have them for a weekend, because they made plans, and we said, oh, go on in, because they're friends of the family more or less, and then they said, well, will you do it? Well, have a go at doing something. It's not the same type of thing, but it's still a bike rally, but on a different scale. Like
my mum and us, we took it over, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't really know anything about bikers, but we soon learnt, and in all bless her, we lost mum now last September, and she gained a lot of respect throughout the motorbike world then, shall we say.
And your mum was buried at the top of
She
the hill
is,
here on
bless
the
her,
farm.
yeah. She's buried up the top hill, looking down on us, keeping an eye on us.
She was heavily involved in this every year.
Definitely.
Yeah, it started off tiny, like literally opening a gate. People just pull in. I used to use the house toilet back in the day, so that's how small it was then. Like
the late 60s, that's when the show...
Yeah, that's what you said to me a minute ago, and I was like, I did not think they had caravans back then.
Yeah. On a smaller scale, we still had a dairy farm, you know, so obviously that's all gone now. In those days, you'd open the gate, open the field, and that'd be about it. But now we're 6 to 8 weeks prep. You know, there'd be 10 of us for the last 6 weeks going most days getting ready for it. So it's a different.
What are you farming here now? Is it all sheep?
Yeah, just sheep, and we have cows on tack with us for the winter.
So would you be into the shearing now yourselves?
No, for years I used to use our sheep for the wool bud courses on the Royal Welsh. That's slowly required less numbers, so our cousin Roger Abley, he started coming to do them after school at night, and him and his mates would come and shear hundreds or more after school hours, and the others had done all day.
Yeah,
and
the shearing is a big thing now with the young lads, isn't it? Like,
definitely so.
And the speed shearing competitions now are massive over here.
They're a big entertainment draw, aren't they? And they make like a lot of the smaller shows. They make it quite a focal point, and it's very well supported.
You had your speed shearing here. Then there was speed shearing on in the town on Sunday night.
Yeah, the one in the market.
And there was shearing on in the show itself.
Yeah.
It's the Welsh version of NASCAR racing, isn't it? Yeah, that's what it is.
Is that what you're calling it?
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you know?
We're very lucky. We got a lot of local talent, like Geffen Lewis. He's won so many things over the last few days, and Dewi Jones Cullen, and then Sean Fairclough. He's been a mate of mine for years. He won the intermediates in the Royal Welsh, and there's a lot of good shearers around here.
So you had the shearing on, big success. You're going to go again next year.
We hadn't intended to originally, but being as it went so well, we've been asked about it. But if we do, we'll have to have a bigger venue. It'll have to be in the big shed.
That's the shed with the stage and everything, and the bar and the kitchen and everything. And they're permanent fixtures in that shed, but looks of it.
Yeah, but in the winter time it's all used. We store machinery all in there and things, and then just below where the bar is, that's where the silage pit is, and that's full of cows. So like quite often when we have the May, bull and bikers, it's quite often there's still cows in the yard, isn't it?
Yeah, they can be. Yeah, there was this year.
I still love the sheep farming. I'm afraid
Is there any money in it?
There's less hassle than there is with this job, but this is a quicker return. We're not going to deny it. Like.
Yeah.
I would take this week after the next 52 weeks of the year running around after sheep.
It's a way of life, isn't it? You know, farming is a way of life.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything else full time.
No, I enjoy it. Like after this week now, I can't wait to get back to get the dogs out and go and see some sheep. And
where's all the sheep now at the minute? Do you have to send them off?
Straight up over the hill over there on the lower Eppint. We got 100 acres we own in the middle of the hill.
Yeah.
So there's several there, and then I got a farm which is 10 miles that way. So that's where a lot of them are. We cut our numbers out. Like we used to lamb like 3,500. We probably lamb like 1,500 now. So you can't do everything. Like you can't be at sheep all the time. And then because I used to wanted to be at sheep, and he'd be needing me here. And
yeah, time we run the pub as well. and the outside bar company. I guess.
And there's a pub in the town here.
Yeah, you boys were in there on Friday. I think you were now meals of a night.
The Fountain. He was in there.
I only got here Saturday.
Oh, well, donkey, and I was there. I think they said Saturday night and Sunday night.
We got a 16-year-old pub in Bilf. But then this weekend, this will be gone. Next Saturday, we got 4 wedding bars on.
So you are kept busy.
And then in my spare time, I do contract fencing and groundworks.
So you love hardship, basically.
Yeah, well, my grandpros used to say, if you haven't learned to work by the time you're 9, it's too late. It hasn't done us no harm anyway. And we probably employ...
There's 155 staff on payroll as a Monday morning.
On average, all of them would go home with £1,000. That's their holiday, like.
Yeah.
For the year.
Yeah. You were saying the security for the week cost you like 50 grand.
Yeah. Same as the catering staff, bar staff. It's all big numbers, isn't it? The only difference is that, there is some profit left at the end, but then the taxman wants his cut, and then Powers want their cut, and then the VAT wants his cut as well, don't they?
Yeah. Back in the day when my grandfather started and my mother, there was obviously a lot less turnover, but there was a lot more profit.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even have toilets, like I say, in the early days. And I used to, until I was in the teens, I used to know every single person in the stadium.
Same kind of people every year.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah.
There's still communities that come from like little towns and villages up north, like. And they'll camp almost in the same line as if they were at home on their farms. They've got a little community like.
I was talking to a chap last night. He's been coming here for 41 years.
That's what you call a dedicated customer.
Yeah. Well, we'll hopefully be able to do a good job as our mum and that done before us and keep it going.
Right, guys. Look, thanks for chatting and thanks for telling us about your charity and your event. And hopefully it's back next year and we'll see you again then.
Yes, thank you very much for your time.